Hi everyone. Happy Sunday. And my porch up. Yay, good news. We had our 4th of July out here with friends and family, and it was really nice. I hope you all had a great 4th of July. You know, we had hamburgers and hot dogs and watched the fireworks from the porch here, and it was great. So anyway, you know, another week has gone by, and I wanted to talk to everyone about a subject, and that subject is about our society and about how we look at things. And the question is, why should I care? You know, we've been having these huge national debates about health care, Medicaid, Medicare, food stamps, care for the elderly, and a lot of other social programs that basically keep people alive, literally keep people alive, and whether or not we should keep these people alive is what it comes down to when we say no. Anybody out there who has read my books, I have 2, It'll Feel Better When It Quits Hurting, and Wine Comes in 6 Packs. And ultimately, in the end, my books answer, for me, that question on why should I care. Because they're memoirs about my life, and I share with you well, my life, and not just the highlights, not just the wonderful things, but the tragedy, and the fear, and the terror, and the absolute hopelessness that I have felt throughout my life. So that what I have gone through is not necessarily something that a lot of people have been through, or not all of it, because, you know, I've racked up quite a bit. Some of it was poor choices on my part. Some of it was, to be truthful, there was nothing I could do. I found myself in these situations, not through any fault of my own, not because I made a mistake, not because I did anything wrong, but just life happened. And I have gone to bed scared, and I have gone to bed hungry, and I have gone to bed not knowing what tomorrow was going to bring, and I have lived in fear, and I have wondered about my very survival. Here I am, and I'm here because along the way someone came down on the side of the question of why should I care, and said, I do. I care. I care about you. Let me give you a hand up. And sometimes it was the smallest thing that made the biggest difference in my life. And because of that, I'm not dead or living on the streets. I have a home. I have security. I have a family. I have 2 books. I've done things with my life because along the way, people have chosen to care. There's also people that chose not to, obviously. But I was lucky. And I have, in my lifetime, used food stamps. I have used Medicaid. I have lived off of public assistance while I went to college. I did. And without those things, I couldn't have gotten a degree. I couldn't have supported my family. I couldn't have done many, many things in my life. Because for 2 years, or 3 technically, I took public assistance while I went to college. And, yeah. I care. Not because I've had a lot in my lifetime. I'm not rich. Still not rich. I care because I know what it's like to have nothing. And I share that with you in my book, My Nothing, of my struggles and my fears, and I sometimes, truthfully, get very angry with people when they come down on the side of the argument of, I don't care, why should I care? It's not me, it's not my family, it's not my friends, I don't care, they're strangers. I'm a stranger to somebody, but I was helped. I am someone that's somewhere, someone who helped from one way or another. Will never meet me, will never know me, and made a difference in my life because they came down the side of the argument. They do care. I care because I have empathy. I care because it's what we should do as a society. That's what the purpose of a society is. When one person is pushed down, another person can step up and give them a hand up and say, I'm here for you and I will help you out. I will help put you back on your feet, so that that person who once they were on their feet can turn around and help another person up. Without that, society is meaningless. If we're all out for ourselves, there's no point in us even banding together as a society, as a country, as a nation, as anything. We might as well go back to living in caves and fending for ourselves. Because that's why we did create societies. So that when someone fell, another person was there to help them back up. As simple as that. If I fall, will you catch me? And as a society, we answered yes. I will catch you. And we've strayed from that. Because now the answer from, unfortunately, a lot of people is, no, I will not catch you. You're on your own. And not realizing that at some point in their future, they may fall. You know, our values have become so skewed that for every homeless person in our country, there are 8 empty homes. 8! Why? 1 in 5 children will go to bed tonight starving, and yet we will throw away a landfill of food from our grocery stores. Why? You know, we have the means to care for one another. Are sick, are young, are elderly, are lost, are hurting, are desperate. We have the means to do so. It's not a matter of, do we have the resources, do we have the money, do we have the ability to do so? We do. We absolutely do. The question is how you answer, why should I care? And if you answer, I don't, these will continue to be problems. And eventually those problems will come to your doorstep, because a healthy society cannot survive when it stops caring about the members of that society. When we forget to care about one another, the glue that binds us together as a cohesive whole breaks. And we no longer function. And it may take a while, because there's a lot of people, there's a lot of structure there. But it will happen if we continue answering the question of why should I care with I don't. We'll fail. So, from somebody who has lost everything, who has struggled, who has starved, who has been homeless, who has lost everything, I'm asking each of you to look at yourselves and realize how much other people have helped you get to where you are, even if it was never direct. It was the person that gave you a break on a job, on an apartment, on a car, you know, that when you were $2 short on your going through the line, getting groceries, stepped up and said, hey, here you go. It's those little things that make a difference, and we need to pass them on. I have paid, and I will continue for the rest of my life to pay back the debt I have to you all. I'm paying it forward forever. I take in homeless people, I give them a clean slate, I help them get back on their feet, and I will continue to do so, because I care, and because I have been in places that no one should ever have to be in, and it's scary, and I don't want anyone to ever have to feel that fear that I did. They do. But it is my hope that someday they won't. So, anyway, I don't know that this will change anybody's mind. You'll even watch, you'll listen. I try every day. Sometimes I get angry. Sometimes I feel optimistic. But I won't stop. I won't stop caring. I won't stop trying. I won't stop trying to get people to hear me. I use my books not as a lecture, but, you know, as a tragic example. And I use humor, and they're funny, and you're going to roll your eyes and shake your head and wonder what the hell just happened. Because I did. I wondered most of my life. I have looked around going, I have no idea how I got here. Ta-da! And, yeah. And hopefully that never happens to you. I could be a living warning example of things that are terrible, and then you want to try and avoid if at all possible. I'll never be a good example, but I will be an excellent warning label for whoever wants to listen. So anyway, alright, I am going to end this now. I have rambled on for far too long. I needed to talk to you about it. Why it's important to me, to so many. When we take away food stamps, when we take away health care, when we take away Social Security, when we take away Medicare, Medicaid, when we take these social programs away, when we take away heating subsidies for the winter, what we are saying is we are okay with people dying, and I'm not okay with that. You have to answer the question for yourself if you are. And I hope in the end the answer you give is I care. I hope. And in the end, how our society goes forward is going to depend on how each of us answer that question. So, anyway, I love you all. And I'll be back next Sunday.